What's up, guys? It's Mr. 5K Nate Bradley, and you're watching the Saturday Night's Main Event podcast.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Saturday Night Main Event Podcast. I am your host, Slim Tim, with my good buddy Dan, the man. Sorry we have not been on the show in a while. It's just because life has gotten in the way, and actually, we have news to say, but I'm gonna let Dan say that news because he just got news himself about what he's about to become. So that's the reason why we have been kind of away for a while. Just to let everyone know, we are still going to be showing, but it's only going to be interviews. Um, Other than that, Dan, I give you the floor. It's all yours.
Yeah, so Tim said that I have some news really quick before we get to our guest. We're going to be adding one more member to the Saturday Night's Main Event podcast family. I will be bringing in baby number 2. Man, we just got the news. My wife is 9 weeks and 3 days pregnant, so we're expecting in May. I'm super stoked. That means lack of sleep again. But yeah, I'm excited, and I'm excited for what we have tonight. Man, we have a special guest. He is the rookie of the year. I give you Mad Max. How you doing tonight, man?
The undisputed rookie of the year.
I'm sorry.
Texas Professional Wrestling's rookie of the year. I don't know any other rookies that wrestled 2 matches today, so just throwing that out there. But yeah, it's great to be here and what is it? Nerd Event Podcast. It's good to be here, man. I didn't get a thank you for reviving the podcast, but that's okay. Being the most relevant thing going right now, so it's okay. I'll take your thank you on the side.
You know what? I'm so sorry. I apologize for me and Tim for not showing you the respect that we should have.
Tim's all right. Tim's cool.
I apologize. All right, we fuck up. We're not as perfect as you are, so apologize about that.
All good.
But we like to start off with every guest. When did you become a wrestling fan, man? What was your earliest memories of loving pro wrestling?
Man, so I actually grew up with 2 older sisters. So this was back in the VHS days, and came across a VHS of Rocky 3. And one of the first things in there is he gets in there with Hulk Hogan, Thunder Lips, and that was just so captivating to me at such a young age. I was like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years old, 5 years old. That was just so captivating to me, like a boxer versus a wrestler, the whole spectacle of it. And I probably, every kid has their movie that they watched like religiously as a kid, and that was mine with Rocky 3 for some reason. But seeing Clubber Lang in there, Mr. T and Hulk Hogan, and then turning out, oh man, they're actually wrestlers. Oh man, they actually do this stuff. WrestleMania, and kind of just from there. So that's kind of how I got introduced into pro wrestling. But as far as like actually going to a show and becoming a fan, around like the early 2000s, my dad would actually take me to the Humble Bingo Hall. This is where Texas All-Star Wrestling, the Mecca was, and he would take me there all the time and watch wrestling. And I grew up watching some of the guys that I get to wrestle now. So it's been a long time coming.
Yeah, I remember. I remember when they used to run those Humble Bingo Hall shows. Man, I was young. I used to live in Huffman, and we would go to Humble to go like out to eat or whatever. And I'd always see the signs on the road like Humble Rumble at the Bingo Hall. And unfortunately, I never got the chance to go to those shows. So yeah, I wish I could have seen what it was like in that venue. Compared to the VFW. So
I will say this, the Cypress VFW is probably the best like replica of what you would see at Humble Bingo Hall, because it still is that like awesome family feel. It's it's typically the same people in the front row, the same people coming to the shows, following the storylines. And that's really, you don't see that a lot with a lot of other promotions and stuff like that, or at least I haven't. Where people come in, they know the storylines, they know all the wrestlers, they know everything that's going on. So that's pretty sweet.
now, have you ever jumped down the rabbit hole like I have on YouTube and looked up a lot of those old Humble Bingo Hall shows? Because they are on there.
Yeah, for sure. I was actually I'm in a lot of those videos actually as a chubby kid, so
Yeah.
you could kind of see me there sometimes. A lot of Scobie Gober matches, if you ever seen him wrestle. But probably 10 years ago, one of the finishes to a hardcore match I was at, they were just going at it left and right, breaking bottles of beer at this bar. It was just
Oh shit.
insane. Nuts. Security got involved and he ended up just tasing the guy and pinned him. So that was
Damn.
really that.
So
Damn, and I thought it was insane when Nate Slater and Chris Lyons were using staple guns. I guess that's nothing compared to what you've seen at them old shows.
so
Man, Texas All Stars got it all, man.
That's cool.
when did you debut in Texas All Star?
Yeah.
I debuted April 13th of this year, 2024, at the Humble Rumble. That was at 1886 Humble Backyard.
Oh shit. So you hadn't even been in a year yet.
No, no. So that's why I am the rookie of the year. I'm not even, probably halfway through and, have so many matches under my belt now, have, a bunch of wins, a bunch of, cage, got a cage match under my belt already.
Yeah.
Um, got to get in there with some of the big dogs today and really like for me, since debuting, it's just kind of been like a rocket ship for me. I debuted in a cruiserweight match, the 5-man scramble. I don't know if you guys were there, but it was me versus Cam Rockwell, the current cruiserweight champion, versus Ian X versus the Great Bodie and versus Dragon Master Black. So, you know, kind of thrown into the fire there.
Yeah. Now is the cruiserweight title the first title you're trying to aim towards right now?
As of right now, yes. I think I'm the man to do it. I've seen Cam beat a lot of really good people, a lot of really talented wrestlers, but like I said, I think I'm the man to do it. And we've had some pretty crazy matches so far with me and him. And to be honest, the next day, I mean, I am just like completely, beat down. I mean, like we go at it. We wrestled for like almost 20 minutes in San Antonio, and then came back to do it in Cyprus there again. So, man, me and him can really throw down, but I think I'm the man to do it eventually.
Yeah, because I remember me and Tim were at the Rage in the Cage, and I know that you and Love Muscle were the first match. Y'all were the opening match, so y'all really had to set the tone for the evening. And I
And y'all
remember,
really
man,
said it.
it's like, dude, y'all they closed the door and y'all just ran at each other and just started throwing. Y'all didn't feel each other out, and I'm kind of like, Tim, holy fuck, they're just going at it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I told his ass I'm
Good
not there
match.
to, sit around and hug and do all this. Oh, give this guy a hug. I'm like, if they start chanting that, I'm like gonna drive myself into the cage. You know what I mean? So, I just had to go out there and just start swinging on him, and he almost like legit dropped me, knocked me out during that opening sequence. So it was pretty sweet.
Yeah, yeah. I seen him throw a moonsault in there off the top rope. I've never seen him do that.
Yeah, but I think he used to do that as his finish, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, I've been to a lot of Texas All-Star Wrestling shows just
Yeah.
because I know these guys and what they do, but I think he used to do that at one point. But yeah, he kind of pulled it out for the cage match there.
Yeah, it was a really good show. I mean, other than that, I mean, the when y'all first came out, y'all started doing y'all thing. I mean, just the crowd already had felt it right then and there. And I talked to Love Muscle after the show, and he's like, as soon as he felt the environment of how they were going, he's like, he just looked at you, and I guess you look back at him, and he's like, all right, we got this. We got him hooked. Let's give him a show. And dude, y'all gave us a freaking show, and we cannot thank you for that because y'all set the tone, and then everyone else had to come
Yeah,
back
it just
out
the
and
show just
follow
went up and up
just
and up and up and up.
yeah, just everyone had to follow. So it's like, okay, the next one has to be even better, and then even better, and so it just like Daniel just said, it just kept climbing the whole match and to the whole show, and oh my God, it was just unbelievable.
That's what I like, man. Like when I was a kid and going to some of the shows and then going home and being like, I can't believe what I just saw, or like I can't believe how this just progressed into what it was, or how I felt in that moment. That's what it's all about, man. And honestly, Ryan Russell's hell of a freaking wrestler, man. But he got a little bit of the better of me that night. I'm not gonna lie, but he knows he was in a fight.
Now you were on a bit of a war path on that night because you took the L in the first match, and then you came out what? How many times, Tim? Two times, three
Three.
times
I
during
think
the
I
whole
think you
show?
came out 3 times.
Like what was the reason for all that? Were you just trying to prove a point? Were you just trying to, basically say F all y'all, I'm here, y'all are gonna pay attention to me kind of thing?
Well, basically, that was my homecoming. Like I said, I'm from Humble. I grew up coming to these shows, Texas All-Star Wrestling. So for it to come back to Humble, be Rage in the Cage, my first cage match in pro wrestling. I did have a previous MMA career, but my first cage match in pro wrestling. It's supposed to be my homecoming, man. Like I said, me and Love Muscle went at it, but again, I was there to win. I had so many people there to see, me win, and honestly, kind of, it was time for me to make my mark, so to speak. So I felt like everyone in the cruiserweight division, is really just needs to be put in their place, right? So you got the Great Bodie, obviously. I'll take care of him eventually down the road. Cam Rockwell, like I said, I'm the guy to dethrone him. I'm the guy to do it. So it's really just establishing a pecking order here until some unfortunate events happen. But had to come out with a chair, had to handle some business, and show everybody why I'm the rookie of the year.
Yeah, and I mean, just by your actions, I wasn't able to be an unfinished business. But I mean, just by your actions as of late, you've really been in the eyes of the tribe. You've got Lobo's endorsement about what you're doing lately. I mean, what do you think about that? Kind of being in their eye. Would you consider joining the tribe if the offer was extended to you, or do you just want to kind of be your own lone man for now?
Yeah, like I said, I'm flattered with the whole tribe situation. I had multiple people actually come up to me today and asking if I was with the tribe, and I was like, dude, Lobo ain't even here. So I don't know, man. Like he said that he did some kind of video on Facebook talking about he was watching, and and all, like I said, all that's appreciated and stuff like that. But man, I don't know if I do too well with managers. I mean, Donovan Bishop got involved in one of my matches one time and literally cost me a match.
Yeah, but yes, but you took his business card. You took his business card. Now, was there anything to that or no?
I'm just a businessman,
Because
so
I was going to say I was there that night.
I was honestly really just confused and shocked in the moment because I had already got back at Ryan Russell. I'd already beat his ass after he got that quick pin on me. I don't know what they had going on, him and Donovan Bishop. Really, I don't think anybody really knows. But
Yeah.
whatever they had going on, all I seen is like a golf Pee Wee Herman on the apron. I I didn't know what was going on. Got pinned.
There's that Pee Wee Herman thing again.
Pee Wee Herman reference.
What else could I say about that? I mean,
I
what
mean,
would you if you've never seen Donovan Bishop and you just guy on the apron, a golf Pee Wee Herman, and he's just
I
standing there,
could
you're
I
like,
could see him. Good morning, Mr. Breakfast.
yeah. So that's why
I mean,
got
we
got
haven't seen him in a while though.
Yeah, because he's up in the San Antonio area now.
Mm.
yeah. And I did a show in San Antonio, and I didn't see him, and I was like, MFer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what? I'm kind of disappointed in that because man, I want to see him more. But he told me that he thinks he's going to be more. He'll do like the Traders Village San Antonio shows,
Mhm.
but that's pretty much about it.
Man,
But
yeah,
the man knows how to cut one hell of a promo video. I'll give him that.
yeah, he can
I
do
watch
it. He can do
videos.
a hell of a promo. Hell of a promo. Um, still talking about Texas All Star. Who's your favorite opponent to go up against since you've debuted?
since I've debuted, I've really enjoyed. Like I said, I was telling you guys before, ENX. Me and him, he's excellent. Like I said, I only had had a couple matches with him, but like including a rumble and stuff like that. But I would really enjoy for him to get back in there and to go one on one with him. I have a long list of people I want to face. I know that's a fact, but in my short span, I think Cam is probably giving me the best run for my money as far as punching me in the face and me punching him right back. So.
I do have this question because you're saying that you have a list of who you want to go up against. Is one of them the silverback?
Do you think you can hang with Nate Slater?
I'm sorry. I think you guys are cutting out there. What? Say that again?
Would you want to go up against Nate Slater?
No, but that's not what I'm talking about. So, next question.
All right.
He's not even in that weight class anyway. The guy weighs like 305 pounds.
The only
Doesn't matter.
no,
If you're
no,
tough-
the,
if
the
you-
only
hold
reason
on, hold on. Hey, you claim to be tough, and then you can do everything. Why couldn't you go after Nate Slater?
This is not turning into the Mad Max versus Nate Slater deal.
You can chop him down.
We're
All
not done.
right, all right. Would you get in there with Nate Bradley? He's more of your size.
I actually got to get a piece of Nate Bradley today.
Oh, did you really?
Did. He may have not seen it coming, but he gave me a drop kick for my troubles. But I would love to wrestle Nate Bradley for the heavyweight championship, if that's what you're asking.
Absolutely, I'd love to see that.
That
But
would.
but I'm going to shoot on you though. Did you jump him like a coward,
Um,
or was it a strategic plan?
um, I don't really know. A lot happened today, so a lot kind of happened in the moment. Stuff happened. Some people got punched. Some people got kicked. I may or may not have flown out of the ring. It's neither here nor there.
So we have a question for you. Or not even a question, it's more of a statement towards you. It's from our other co-host. He couldn't be here tonight. He goes, Mad Max, you're one of my favorite heels, but leave my dude Slater alone. LOL.
No, Stellar alone.
Oh, Stellar alone. Sorry, I didn't read that right. Don't have my glasses on.
Who's this guy?
Our other co-host, Isaiah.
Oh man, what a pussy.
You heard it, Isaiah. That man is shooting. He called you a pussy.
That's the guy that was with y'all that one night.
Yeah, Rage
Yeah.
in the Cage. Yeah.
It explains why he's not here. He's probably out drinking or something.
Yeah,
Probably
probably.
100% accurate.
It's a Saturday night. What can you say? I would probably be out there with them.
Yeah, I think he like Tim told us. I think he's at that Taylor Swift thing. Dude is.
For him.
Dude is. That's what he said. Dude is. So getting back on, why?
So go ahead.
No, go ahead, Daniel. My mind went blank there for a second.
I was gonna say, do you watch the current like WWE, TNA, AEW stuff? And what do you think of it?
I think it's great right now. I don't really watch too much of TNA. I do like specific talents. Like I saw the other day, Sol Ruka went from
Yeah.
NXT to TNA. She's awesome. I think she's really talented, especially like for how long she's been doing this. A lot of people in NXT are super young and like really good. But like when I watch NXT, it's just I kind of see a lot of the younger talent. But as far as the current product today, I watched it pretty good up until I started wrestling. When I started wrestling, stuff kind of got pretty hectic. But I try to watch all the pay-per-views that go around. I think there's a pay-per-view tonight that I didn't even know about.
Yeah, the AEW pay-per-view, and I got spoiled on one of the matches, but well.
Yeah, every time I go on my social media, it's like everything just gets leaked. So I'm like, whatever.
Did you see who the winner of the international championship match with Ricochet, Ospreay, and Konosuke Takeshita was?
No, but I saw Rico came back. Hey.
Yes, he's part of the Maximum Male Models.
I hate to
Oh,
I hate
God.
to interrupt, guys. This is the first time happening. I actually have another call coming in on the show.
Really?
Yeah, this I've not had this happen. I apologize to
Yeah, we've
Max
never
right
had a
now.
caller.
Never had a caller before.
Wow.
I'm gonna bring him in, bring that person in. Is it him or she? I don't know, but
Bob Nowak.
I'm gonna bring him on in.
Bringing in a caller for the first time.
Yep, you're the
Yeah.
first one on the show.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow. Ooh,
uh-oh.
God.
Oh,
Bring this guy on. This is your caller. This is the guy that.
this is our caller.
Yes.
Well, show your face there.
Hey there, Mad Max.
What's up, man? You're looking balder than Jesse Logan today.
All right.
what's going on, Stellar?
Still feeling cowardice today, I'm assuming.
So this is like first time happening, whatever, like you just decide to jump on my interview that I have with these gentlemen that haven't zelled me yet. But you see me this is like my moment, right? This is my interview. It's Mad Max, like I don't know if you saw the title or anything, but what are you doing here? And do you need to get your glasses kicked off again?
Yeah, we
You
didn't
want to
know
talk about it being your
gonna
moment,
happen.
but yeah, you want to talk about this being your moment, but what happened in Cyprus just 2 weeks ago, huh? Coming attacking me from behind, and this all started way back. You want to act like this treatment isn't right, that it's unfair? You, of all people, want to talk about unfair? You've attacked the great Bodie after you already lost the match at Rage in the Cage. And then that wasn't enough for you. And you decide to go ahead and attack Cam after a successful Texas All-Star Wrestling Cruiserweight title defense. And I've had enough. I've had enough sitting back and watching you just do whatever you want to do because you're the rookie of the year. And then you had your chance with Cam. And what happened there? You lost again. And so you take it out on me? I just want to know why, Max.
You want to know why I did all that?
Come on.
And these guys, they want to know what the $1,000 question that's going to be turning into $1,000,000 question. Because guess what? I don't owe any of y'all an explanation for what the hell I'm doing. All you have to know is that I'm the man, the rookie of the year, just like you said. Most wins, most out of any rookie I've seen around here. So, look, man, if you really want to know, nah, I'm not gonna tell you.
No, I'm sorry. I hate to interject, guys, but I feel like our viewers do need an explanation. Steven is just a ring announcer. I don't feel
Yeah.
like there was a justifiable reason for you to attack him, and I think you need to explain yourself. I mean,
Look,
plain and simple.
he's just a caller on this podcast, and he's just a ring announcer in real life. Okay, you do not want to step in that wrestling ring. Okay, whenever you get in there, bad things happen, just like last time. Y'all all seen the video. I blasted his head off.
Yeah,
So-
but you came from behind. You couldn't even face him like a man.
You just lost the match.
I understand you lost the match and you got frustrated, but there was no reason that you had to blindside and attack him like that.
So you guys want an explanation for why I did all this then?
Yes, that's what we brought you on the show for.
That's what he's asking you. Yeah.
Well, you don't deserve one. So peace out. Go ahead and zell me, Dan, and see you guys next time.
I ain't paying you nothing.
He just did what he
What's
did.
that all about?
He just did what he did when you called him out.
Is that what he always does? Is just run from confrontation?
Well, that's what I'm trying to get down to the bottom of here. He did what he did at Rage in the Cage. and then he got his opportunity for the Cruiserweight Championship anyways, and it didn't work out. And then you want to go after me, and I go out there and I invite him to come to the ring face to face, man to man, but he couldn't face me like a man then, and he's obviously not willing to face me like a man now.
I mean, I understand if it's one thing if you were like an in-ring performer, but you're just a ring announcer.
I'm just trying to do my job
Yeah.
and just go out there and make sure that everyone's having a good time, that everyone knows what everyone's name is, where everyone's from, give them their credit, give them their due. And when I do that, now I have to worry about doing my job with eyes in the back of my head.
Yeah, Isaiah, we have no idea why he left.
I mean, everyone that's watching the show, this is the first time we've actually had a caller come on
And a
and
guest leave.
a guest leave. We've never had this happen before. But
I
from
know
what
y'all were all looking forward to the interview, and
you know,
we got what we got.
but you know, Stellar here. I mean, he asked for answers about a week ago. Didn't get answers. He came on the show as a caller. First time.
Still
Thank
didn't
you,
get
Stellar.
answers.
And he tried to get answers again. And even for all of us wrestling fans that go to Texas All Star Wrestling, we're trying to get answers of
That's
why
all we're trying to do.
he attacked. You know, and that's one of the reasons why he came on the show too.
And I want to apologize to you gentlemen. I wasn't in any way trying to interrupt what was going on here, and didn't anticipate for him to leave again. But I mean, you guys were there. You saw what happened, and it's just uncalled for. I don't know who he thinks he is, but at the end of the day, someone's got to step up against him and put him in his place. And I may just be a ring announcer, but if you put your hands on me, then we can fight, and we can fight for real.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the
Man,
way he does. I mean,
I'm just shocked.
because at Rage in the Cage, him coming out the way he did, what, 3 times out of nowhere,
Yeah.
uncalled for, and then to
Well, it's been like that for, I mean, how long? Yeah, I mean, it happened several times at Rage in the Cage, but I even recall, and I mean, I believe you guys were talking about it earlier on. He's attacked Ryan Russell, the Love Muscle, before after losing that match with Donovan Bishop, who had came out and gave him his business card. So I don't know what's been going on and who's whispering what in his ear, but Max is obviously delusional.
mm-mm-mm.
Man, I'm still at a loss for words, man. We had so many more questions to ask, and he just leaves like that.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Like we said, this is the first time we've ever had a guest leave the show that didn't have technical difficulties or anything like that. And for him just to get mad because, you're a caller. We can't help that you're a caller. It could have been anybody. And then he just wants to leave like that. That's just showing character of what he really is. He doesn't want to face the truth. He doesn't want to face you as a man and give us, especially as a fan, answers of why he attacked our favorite ring announcer.
I mean, let's just face the facts. I mean, the way that he is, he doesn't think that he has to answer to anything or anyone, and that's just not how the world works. There's reactions to actions, and there's consequences to things that you do, and maybe he just hasn't been taught that lesson yet. But if he keeps messing around with me, he might just find out the hard way.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I'm actually like sitting here lost for words of like,
yeah,
like
I am
what,
too.
I don't even know what else to say.
like that
I
was
mean-
just out of
I mean-
nowhere.
I mean, Tim, do we just wrap it up?
I mean, we can still go with the show. We have Stellar on. But I mean, all of us are kind of like, what do we do?
It's I mean, whatever you guys need me to do. I mean, like I said, I wasn't trying to by any means try to take this over. Um, man, I'm still scratching my head about what has happened, and I thought maybe that we could get an answer here today, but I guess finding out the truth is going to be a lot harder than thought.
I mean, to our viewers that are still watching, I mean, what do y'all make out of this? I mean, this is
I mean, yeah,
insane.
I mean, we can still go on if y'all have any questions, and Stellar's here. He can answer some questions too. Isaiah did put Nighthawk plus Stellar equals ass whooping. So I think one of our viewers is saying we should see a tag team, but with you and Cam against him.
What was it, Stellar Night?
That's a good one. I like that.
Stellar Night.
You could put that on a t-shirt.
You could. You really could.
Hey, but I mean, Cam's my boy. Me and Cam have been really close for a long time, and I got to see him come up a little bit and make his way all the way to becoming a cruiserweight champion. And that's another part of the reason why I'm not gonna just sit idly by and watch Max try to put a steel chair on top of his head and hit an H bomb from the turnbuckle
Hmm.
and take our champion out. Like Cam is a fighting cruiserweight champion. He's always putting on the line. And even when he's not doing that, he's stepping up and facing guys that have been around this business for a really long time, like Zara Camacho. Like he lives and breathes for that competition.
Hmm.
So I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna just let someone like that just get taken out for what?
Yeah. And Howard A said that's just crazy. He can't even believe what happened. Man.
I'm right there with you, Howard.
That's actually a good friend of mine from a chat room days. We've actually known each other for a while. Actually used to be like mentors for a chat room where we would watch out chat rooms and stuff like that. So that's my good buddy Howie.
I want to know who this D1 Shy is. He says, Steven, you want Pops to come take care of business?
Hey, I need all the help and support I can get. Like I said, I can't be doing this with eyes in the back of my head.
Mm-mm.
So
Especially the way he acts. Man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one, Stellar, you have nothing to apologize. You were a caller, and I hope we can have more callers on down the road. I mean, this was actually kind of cool that you chimed in because we've never done this before, and so it's kind of cool that you popped in. I know it was because you're trying to get answers, but man, you have no apologies. We've told you in the past when we had you on a while back, you're welcome on the show at any time. So it's like, but to get answers, I mean, even our viewers, um, they want answers, that were at the show or saw the highlights on y'all's page and stuff like that. We all want answers. I want an answer. Dan wants an answer. But if he's too coward to do it, because I mean, I'm gonna call him out. You know, he's a coward for even what he does, coming out and blindsiding everybody just to what? What is he proving? So
I would do want to say this. I really appreciated the last time that you guys had me on and really enjoyed being able to sit here and chop it up with you guys. And I know this is the first one back in a little while, and so I was excited to be able to see you guys do what you do. And
Yeah.
then I saw Max of all people was gonna be on here, and again, it just kind of raised that question mark for me. And I know how you guys are and kind of like picking the brain. So I thought maybe he would spill the beans to you guys. And
Yeah.
obviously you won't even do that. Um, so, but yeah, like it goes back to what was said earlier. He's he just thinks that he can do what he wants when he wants to, and it's not going to work like that.
Isaiah
You,
said Isaiah said stellar equals best in the business announcer. I will give you 100% that. Will be a bona fide badass if he ever steps into the ring.
I appreciate those words, and I'm hoping that doesn't have to come to this. I've announced for geez the last 6 7 years, and I've enjoyed being able to do what I do, and I've gotten the opportunity to announce with some amazing names. And I've been able to see some of these bad apples, but I've not seen a bad apple the way that I've seen Mad Max. And
Yeah.
I want to be able to continue to do what I do, and to be able to, talk with you guys after the show, and just catch up and see old friends. But it makes it hard to do that when I have to, you know, limp my way out of the building.
Yeah. And another one, D1 Shy said moms and pops.
Mom and pops.
Mom and pops.
Will
I
come
don't know
take
who
care.
that is yet. I don't know if you know who that is. But
Mom and pops.
Yeah, well, it's a continuation of that one where I said D1 Shy said, Steven, you want mom and pops to come take care of business? If you know
She
who
must
mom and
have.
pops are,
And that must be Mama Stellar. She must have saw that I popped in here, I guess.
is that Mama Stellar? Let's see. But yeah, I still can't. Man, I hate to beat a dead horse in the ground, but man, I can't believe he left out like that, dude. Like I had more questions to ask that kid, and just for him to act like that, dude, it's really showed his true colors.
It's not even about me anymore, really, at this point. I mean, he's leaving you guys high and dry.
Yeah,
it's Mama Cam.
Mama Cam. Okay. See, people people know Cam's my boy. Cam's my boy. I got that man's back through thick and thin.
Yeah,
It ain't going down like that.
me, Daniel, and Isaiah, we had to restrain from jumping in the ring and helping out because that was a low blow at Rage in the Cage. I'm sorry. I mean, if that's his way of trying to get a title match, okay, he got it. Guess what? He lost your chance at
lost.
you lost at
Yeah, but
unfinished
not
business.
even once at Rage in the Cage, twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isaiah said Mad Max is a punk. He's still one of my favorite heels, but damn. I mean, that's cool to support somebody. You have every right to, but how he did that was just uncalled for.
I was actually
But
gonna I was actually
like I
about to
said, I'm not here to beat a dead horse into the ground.
I was about
I
to
don't
piss him
know.
off and grab my
Isaiah,
camp
you're my
shirt.
boy, but I mean, man, you've seen what he's done to me, and you heard what he called you earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Isaiah.
Come on, Isaiah. I mean, I started feeling the vibe a little bit, especially because we ask every wrestler how they would feel about going up against Nate Slater, the Silverback. We always ask that question, and for him to kind of turn around and was like, "What? Y'all broke up?" And then we asked him again, and he was like, "Next question." It's like,
Yeah, he started getting a little arrogant because the reason why we asked that is because how we look at y'all, Slater's kind of like the final boss, and we meant nothing by it, but obviously he took it personal.
He knows. He knows.
Isaiah said,
That's
"Come on, you're my dude, Slater."
Stellar,
Stellar, sorry, I've been.
man,
we're talking
put your
about
glasses
Slater.
on.
We have Stellar. We're both two bald bearded men. It happens.
But I guess I
I thought you were
mean
about to show us that you're going to join us.
he's gonna be joining us again. He has a lot of stuff going on, and he went with his wife out of town, so he'll be back. But no, I mean, with what just happened, like we've all said, we really don't know what else to say. Um, I mean, Dan, if you're okay with it, we can end the show here.
Yeah, like I said, let's wrap. I'm just at a loss for words, man. I don't know where to go from here.
Yeah, Stellar, like we've
Well,
always
I guess
said.
I'll be able to see you guys soon.
Yeah.
November 2nd, Outside Interference, Texas All-Star Wrestling, Cypress VFW, post 8905. Anyone who's watching at home, you can get tickets at taswwrestling.com. Um, you know, I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see, and maybe one day Max will be man enough to let everyone know why.
Yep, yep. We're hoping. Everybody's hoping. Everyone that's watching is hoping that he'll finally come out and say why he's doing what he's doing. I mean, I know he's a rookie and he's trying to earn his stripes, but in my eyes, as a fan, this is not how you earn your stripes.
Nope.
Not at all. But on that note, Stellar, once again, man,
Tim,
it's been
always
a,
good hearing from you, man.
it's been a wonderful time again being on the show. Like we've always said, you're more than welcome to be on the show at any time. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, we do appreciate all of y'all joining in on this. We do apologize on the guests leaving. We weren't expecting this at all. We weren't expecting the call from Stellar, but thank you again. I'm going to keep saying that for jumping in and being our first caller. But other than that, join us again. Keep an eye on our Facebook, Instagram, and the YouTube page. When we'll have our next one. We do have a couple of other interviews coming up soon that are in the works. We're just working on getting some dates, and then once we get the dates, we'll put it out there. You can follow us on Facebook, of course, and Instagram, and then subscribe to our YouTube channel to get all those updates. And we are on every platform that you can think of for your podcast channels if you missed the live show. And then, of course, this will be posted up on YouTube as soon as it stops airing. Once again, thank you everybody for coming to the show. Sorry once again that we've been gone so long, but from here on out, just for now, we're only going to be doing interviews, and then starting at the beginning of the year, we will go back to our regular showing schedule of doing it every weekend between either Friday or Saturday nights, and those will be live again. Other than that, I am Slim Tim, my good buddy Dan the Man, and of course the famous, well-loved ring announcer Steven Stellar. And we are out.